Andrea Cantillo is a fleeting but powerful presence, a beacon of fragile humanity in Jesse's chaotic, meth-fueled existence. She symbolizes the devastating collateral damage of Walter White's empire, her tragic death at the hands of Todd, marking one of the show's most heart-wrenching moments. Though her screen time is brief, her role as a caring mother and Jesse's connection to her son Brock make her loss deeply impactful. She's a reminder that in the world of Breaking Bad, even the innocent can't escape the fallout. I rank her cool. Badger and Skinny Pete bring a much-needed dose of humor to the grim world of Breaking Bad with their eccentric personalities and offbeat banter. Their loyalty to Jesse and unexpected moments of competence, like helping Walt in his final plan, give them a surprising depth. They're a chaotic yet endearing duo that I can't help but enjoy every time they're on screen. I'll put them in the great tier. Bogdan Wolinets, the smug and eyebrow-heavy car wash owner, is the perfect embodiment of the small obstacles Walt has to overcome on his path to power. His arrogance and dismissive attitude toward Walter in the early seasons make his eventual downfall all the more satisfying. While his role is limited, he represents a key turning point in Walt's journey as he seizes control of the car wash and metaphorically his own destiny. Man's boring AF. Brock Cantillo lands in the boring tier because while he's central to some of the show's most dramatic moments, he serves more as a plot device than a fully developed character. His poisoning by Walt is one of the series' most shocking twists, adding tension to Jesse and Walt's already fraught relationship. Beyond his role as a symbol of innocence, Brock doesn't have much agency or presence, making him more of a narrative tool than a memorable character on his own. Carmen Molina, Walter's school colleague and assistant principal, slides into the cool tier for her small but memorable role in showcasing Walt's increasing arrogance. Her awkward encounter with Walt, where he oversteps boundaries by flirting and kissing her, highlights how much his ego has spiraled out of control. While she doesn't have a lot of screen time, her presence adds depth to the world outside of Walt's criminal life and subtly mirrors his moral decline. I don't know who this dude is, but I hate him. Combo earns a spot in the great tier because while his screen time is limited, his death is a pivotal moment in Breaking Bad. His murder triggers a series of events that deepen Jesse's guilt and pull him further into Walt's manipulative grasp. Combo's brash personality and loyalty to Jesse make him a memorable part of the early drug dealing crew, and his loss reverberates throughout the story, symbolizing the cost of their dangerous lifestyle. Declan falls into the cool tier for his role as a mid-level meth distributor who becomes a brief but impactful part of Walter's empire. His recognition of Walt as Heisenberg in the iconic Say My Name scene solidifies one of the show's most unforgettable moments, while his arrogance and attempts to negotiate with Walt showcase the dangerous politics of the drug trade. His lack of depth and ultimate demise at the hands of Jack's gang keep him from rising higher. Donald Margolis, Jane's grieving father, takes a place in the boring tier. His symbolic role in showcasing the far-reaching consequences of Walt's actions, his emotional breakdown after Jane's death leads to the tragic mid-air collision, a haunting reminder of how deeply Walt's choices ripple through the lives of others. While his screen time is brief, his character represents a quiet tragedy and the collateral damage caused by the show's central figures. Dr. Del Cavoli is a competent and compassionate physician who serves as a key figure in Walt's early cancer treatment. While he's not central to the main plot, his professionalism and calm demeanor provide an important contrast to Walt's growing descent into criminality. He's memorable for his interactions with Walt during the early seasons. Francesca adds humor and realism to Saul's law office dynamic with her sharp remarks and dry wit. While she's not deeply involved in the central plot, her role as Saul's assistant in facilitating his schemes makes her memorable. Her transformation from an upbeat DMV worker to a jaded accomplice is a fun detail that adds texture to the world of Breaking Bad. Don't know, don't care. Don't know, don't care. Gale is a likable and intelligent chemist who idolizes Walt's work. His eccentric, nerdy personality adds charm, and his tragic death marks a key turning point in the series. Gale's murder solidifies Walt's descent into darkness and forces Jesse into deeper moral conflict, making him an unforgettable character despite his relatively short screen time. While Merker doesn't have much screen time, his trust in Gus Fring and eventual realization of Gus' criminal identity highlight how well Gus manipulated law enforcement. His scenes offer a glimpse into Hank's professional world, but his lack of personal development keeps him in the cool tier. While crucial to Walt's backstory and motivations, her appearances are brief. She serves more as symbols of what Walt could have had. The group leader provides crucial emotional support for Jesse during some of his darkest moments, embodying the theme of redemption that runs through Jesse's story. His confession about his daughter's death is one of the most heartbreaking moments in this series, offering a stark contrast to the chaotic lives of other characters. While his role is small, his impact on Jesse's journey earns him a solid spot in the great tier. Gus Fring belongs in the GOAT tier of any character tier list due to his unparalleled intelligence, composure, and strategic brilliance. His dual persona as a humble, philanthropic restaurateur and a cold, ruthless drug kingpin showcases a depth rarely seen in TV characters. Gus's meticulous planning, patience, and ability to command respect and fear set him apart as an icon of calculated power. Furthermore, his gripping story arc and flawless execution of vengeance against his enemies solidify him as a legendary figure in television history. Hank Schrader deserves the amazing tier for his compelling evolution from a boisterous, seemingly one-dimensional DEA agent to a determined and principled investigator. His unyielding pursuit of justice, even when it meant facing personal betrayal, showcases his moral strength and bravery. Hank's mix of humor, vulnerability, and relentless drive makes him one of the most human and memorable characters in the series. Hector Salamanca earns the amazing tier for his terrifying presence, embodying raw menace and ruthless ambition even when confined to a wheelchair. His unwavering vendetta and cunning manipulations demonstrate his dangerous intellect and sheer willpower. Hector's chilling moments, combined with his tragic backstory, make him a complex and unforgettable character. Holly White belongs in the cool tier for her symbolic role in the series, representing innocence amidst chaos. Though a baby, her presence adds emotional depth, especially in moments like her heartbreaking separation from Walter. Holly's subtle impact on the narrative highlights the stakes of Walter's choices, making her a quietly significant character. Huel Babineau earns a spot in the GOAT tier for his effortlessly iconic moments and unmatched comedic timing. From his hilarious antics like lying on a mountain of cash, to his loyal yet laid-back demeanor, Huel steals every scene he's in. His charm, wit, and subtle contributions to the plot make him a fan favorite and an undeniable legend in the series. I put in Jack in here for now, but I sure hate him. Jane Margolis fits perfectly in the amazing tier for her compelling mix of vulnerability, strength, and tragic flaws. Her influence on Jesse highlights his capacity for love and despair, creating some of the series' most emotional moments. Jane's struggles with addiction and her heartbreaking end add depth to her character and underscore the devastating consequences of the choices made by those around her. Jesse Pinkman is undeniably GOAT tier for his profound character growth, emotional depth, and raw humanity. His journey from a reckless, troubled junkie to a deeply scarred yet resilient individual is one of the most compelling arcs in television history. Jesse's vulnerability, loyalty, and moral struggle make him a heart-wrenching and relatable character. His ability to evoke both empathy and admiration cements his place as one of the greatest characters ever written. Mike's granddaughter, Kaylee Ehrmantraut, belongs in the cool tier for her subtle yet crucial role in highlighting Mike's softer, more human side. She represents his motivation to secure a better future and the emotional anchor that drives many of his decisions. While not heavily featured, her presence adds depth to Mike's character and underscores the personal stakes in his otherwise stoic demeanor. Kenny the Nazi firmly belongs in the hate tier for his repulsive ideology and despicable actions. His toxic presence in the series serves as a stark reminder of the worst elements of humanity. Unlike more nuanced characters, Kenny lacks redeeming qualities, making him an easy choice for the bottom tier. Let me rearrange that. Jack, we hate you too. Lydia Rodart Quayle deserves the amazing tier for her unique mix of anxiety-ridden fragility and ruthless ambition. Her meticulousness and ability to navigate the high-stakes drug trade while maintaining her corporate facade make her a fascinating and unpredictable character. Lydia's cunning nature and high-strung demeanor add tension and intrigue to every scene she's in, making her an unforgettable part of the series. The Salamanca twins belong in the great tier for their chilling presence and unparalleled intensity. Their near-silent demeanor, relentless determination, and brutal efficiency make them some of the most intimidating characters in this series. Though their backstory is limited, their loyalty to the cartel and terrifying actions leave a lasting impression, cementing their place as unforgettable antagonists. Marie Schrader earns a spot in the great tier for her unique blend of humor, stubbornness, and occasional vulnerability. While her kleptomania and blunt personality add comic relief, her fierce loyalty to Hank and her family showcases her depth and resilience. Marie's presence brings complexity to the family dynamic, making her an integral and memorable character in the series. Mike Ehrmantraut earns the amazing tier for his stoic wisdom, unmatched competence, and deeply human motivations. His calm demeanor and professional approach to the criminal underworld make him a fascinating character to watch. Beneath his tough exterior lies a profound sense of loyalty and love for his family. adding emotional depth to his otherwise pragmatic personality. Mike's balance of morality and practicality cements him as one of the most compelling characters in the series. Jesse's mom belongs in the cool Tyre for her role in illustrating the strained dynamics of Jesse's family life. Her tough love approach and evident disappointment in Jesse's choices reflect the challenges of dealing with a troubled child. While not a major character, her interactions with Jesse add depth to his backstory and provide insight into his struggle for acceptance and redemption. Patrick Kubi belongs in the cool tier for his sharp wit, laid-back attitude, and ability to handle Saul Goodman's dirty work with style. His comedic timing and easy chemistry with Yule add levity to the series while showcasing his street-smart resourcefulness. Though a minor character, QB's memorable moments make him a fun and engaging presence. The ginger baby from the Peekaboo episode deserves the cool tier for being a poignant symbol of innocence amidst chaos. Despite the bleakness of their environment, the baby's presence adds a layer of emotional weight to the episode. This child serves as a quiet reminder of the collateral damage caused by the destructive choices of those around them. Saul Goodman is undeniably GOAT tier for his charismatic personality, razor-sharp wit, and unmatched ability to navigate the legal gray areas. His transformation from Jimmy McGill to the flamboyant criminal lawyer is one of the most compelling arcs in the Breaking Bad universe. Saul's humor, resourcefulness, and knack for survival make him a standout character, cementing his legacy as one of TV's most iconic and unforgettable figures. Skyler White earns the amazing tier for her complex character arc, navigating moral ambiguity and immense personal conflict. As Walter's wife, she balances being a protector of her family with her own growing entanglement in his criminal empire. Her intelligence, resilience, and moments of defiance make her a compelling and multi-dimensional character. Skyler's journey highlights the immense toll Walter's choices take on those closest to him, making her an essential and unforgettable part of the series. Stephen Gomi Gomez deserves the great tier for his unwavering loyalty, steady demeanor, and role as Hank's dependable DEA partner. His calm and professional attitude contrasts with Hank's more brash personality, creating a balanced and effective duo. Gomi's dedication to his job and his tragic end underscore his importance in the fight for justice, making him a memorable and respected character in the series. Ted Beneke fits into the great tier for his pivotal role in Skyler's storyline and the chaos his poor decisions bring to the narrative. His charm and naivety make him both sympathetic and frustrating as he becomes entangled in financial crimes and emotional complications. Ted's interactions with Skyler and his reckless handling of serious situations add layers of tension and drama, making him an impactful and memorable supporting character. Todd Alquist belongs in the great tier for his chilling mix of politeness and sociopathic tendencies, making him one of the most unsettling characters in this series. His calm demeanor, coupled with his capacity for shocking violence, creates a haunting contrast that leaves a lasting impression. Todd's twisted loyalty to Walter and his disturbingly casual approach to morality make him a compelling and deeply disturbing part of the story. Tuco Salamanca earns the amazing tier for his explosive personality, unpredictable nature, and role in setting the tone for the series' high-stakes world. His terrifying volatility and penchant for violence make every scene he's in unforgettable. Tuco's larger-than-life presence and family connections to the cartel establish him as a crucial early antagonist, leaving a lasting impact on the show's narrative. Tyrus Kitt lands in the boring tier for his lack of standout moments or emotional depth compared to other characters in the series. While he serves as a competent and loyal enforcer for Gus Fring, his stoic personality and minimal development make him less memorable. Tyrus is effective in his role but lacks the intrigue or charisma to truly stand out. Victor fits into the cool tier for his quiet competence and loyalty to Gus Fring's operation. His meticulous approach, like observing Walter's meth cooking process, highlights his reliability and attention to detail. While his shocking demise serves as a key turning point in the series, Victor's composed and professional demeanor makes him a memorable and solid supporting character. Walter White Jr. lands in the boring tier due to his limited role in driving the main plot and lack of significant character development. While his presence adds emotional stakes as Walt's son, his storyline revolves primarily around his reactions to family dynamics without much personal growth. Despite being sympathetic, Walt Jr. doesn't have the complexity or impact to stand out among the series' inductees more dynamic characters. Walter White is undeniably GOAT tier for his extraordinary character transformation from a mild-mannered chemistry teacher to the ruthless drug kingpin Heisenberg. His descent into moral darkness, driven by pride and a hunger for power, creates one of the most compelling and tragic arcs in television history. Walt's brilliance, complexity, and capacity for both tenderness and cruelty make him a deeply fascinating and unforgettable character. He embodies the show's central theme of how choices define us, solidifying his place as one of the greatest characters of all time.